because you are looked at is a generic feeling that you share with everyone on the planet. Yeah? So standing here, being looked at, keeping your story for that audience, it's awkward and strange, and it's something that you need to get used to for almost everybody. Yeah? And there's only one way to deal with it, and that's to expose yourself to it. So to look it up in a way and get used to this feeling of being looked at. The moment that you embrace that feeling and you treat it as a conversation, as I now do, I demonstrate this to you. I look you in the eye, I interact with you. It doesn't feel like a presentation anymore, at all, actually. It feels like a conversation. Well, that's exactly the purpose. That's exactly what needs to be done. If you really interact with people in your audience, then things happen. Then they stick to your story. They understand, they listen to what you're saying. So treat it like a conversation. So you have to expose yourself to this, even if you feel very bad doing it. Just do it. You know? And like I said, it's okay to bum. It's okay. Everybody understands. We've all been there. You know, this is part of the generic human experience. Everybody on the planet. Show yourself. Don't be scared to express your emotions with the tone. And the most important emotion here is convinced, actually. Because that's what we want from you. You're the expert in the lab coat, demonstrating the prototype. Want to be convinced. So tap into these emotions. You already have the latent skills. It's already there. You just have to tap into it. Everybody feels these emotions. Express them and make it large. It's like the rhetorics of the Romans. That was also large. There was no amplification in the room. These were large crowds they had to speak to. So they made a large, loud sounds. They had to speak up loudly. They made large gestures because everybody had to see it. And it's just a trick, and you can do that. Just speak up. Don't fear your own voice in that sense. Yeah? It's an important lesson. I hope you pick that up. So it's all about impact and exposure. It's all about practice. Every presentation. To go over it in your head, under the shower. Imagine yourself standing here and having your story told. Or tell your story. Imagine doing it. That might feel just as awkward as standing here actually. But nevertheless, do that. Just imagine having the story told to an audience by you, and try it. Just try it. Why not? There's a lot to say for knowing it by heart. Have notes. If it makes you feel secure, just keep them in your pocket. Have them near. Why not? Just allow yourself that type of thing. If it makes you secure, if it makes you feel strong, do it. It's okay. And in the end, this is about developing your own style. So this is my style. This is what I do. You don't need to do what I do. You just, find your way in how you feel comfortable. And if that is a tad more boring than my story, well, that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're all different in that sense. So just find your style and make it work for you personally. Just like writing. I'd write a different article than you would, and a different essay than you would. And so we of course we differ in our presentation. So what is good? It's up to you. What is good? What is good for you? What makes you effective? That is the important thing. So just develop your own style. And it's also important to realize that when you become older, the level of awkwardness and embarrassment and self-awareness and all that just, disappears. Really, really, it does. You become way more comfortable with being you just by becoming older. I have now 52 years of experience of being me. So I know myself, well, rather well. There's still a lot of mystery for me. But believe me, that you'll become a lot more comfortable with yourself as you grow older. And then a lot of issues that you might feel now, you will not feel later. They'll just subside. Be aware that you are the writer and the director and the performer, and that is an enormous amount of power in your hands as a speaker. So you might feel uncertain, but if you know this, if you're aware of this, that this is all in your hands, you're the guy or the girl who now runs the show, this is your power. So be aware of that. I wish you best of luck with developing your own style of presenting, because that is what this is all about today. find your own style, expose yourself, bomb a presentation, bomb a few, bomb many. You just do this as often as you can, and just find it. And I am sure that you will learn to enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this. I like it. I like to speak to people and hear their ideas and interact with them. Even if you say nothing back, then you still say all kinds of stuff back to me. And I enjoy that. And I'm sure you will enjoy that too. People are fun. So I hope you will learn that. And I hope that my introduction to public speaking were helpful for you too. I thank you very much for listening to me today.